Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm here with Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Hi.
And we are back with part 2 of our Maison Christian Dior walkthrough or guide, where we simply try out all the different perfumes in the Maison Christian Dior exclusive collection of perfumes. So this is part 2, and today we are going to go through 10 different perfumes. So this is going to be a lot of fun because I absolutely love the luxurious perfumes in the Maison Christian Dior collection.
Yeah, me
Are
too.
you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. So first up is Holy Peony.
Okay.
And the notes are peony, rose, red fruits, musk, apricot, green leaves, and woody notes.
Yeah, very much of the peony and the rose in this one. So this is one that I think you really need to appreciate peony to really like this one.
Yeah. As you say, the floral aspect of this perfume are quite dominant.
Yeah.
I do pick up a bit of the musk. I
Yeah.
can't pick up the red fruits. And I do, just if you sniff it hard enough
Yeah.
or deep enough, you can pick up a bit of the apricot.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I'm not sure about the green leaves.
No.
I'm not sure how woody this one is because to my nose it's not that woody.
No, and it actually goes in the soapy direction for me.
I like it. I do.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't.
Okay. Whoa. But I think it's like all the perfumes in the Maison Christian Dior line in that it's really well made.
Yeah.
But this, I'm not sure how truly unique it is. So I have smelled sort of a similar, not identical, but sort of a similar perfumes from other brands.
Yeah.
So simply because to my nose, this is so floral dominant, and the floral aspect of this is not 100% unique.
No.
So in that sense, I feel that Holy Peony, it's a well-made one, and if you absolutely go bananas over the scent combination of peony and rose, then you are most likely going to like this one, because this is simply peony and rose backed up by musk with a hint of apricot and something else to it.
Yes.
So it's nice, but it's not super duper unique, at least according to me.
No.
So what are you gonna give this one from 1 to 10?
And you know, I usually give high ratings to Dior fragrances because they are all very good and well made. But this really doesn't do anything for me other than I just feel like, oh, take it away. So
Wow. Okay.
it's a 3.
Whoa!
Yeah. And that's the first
Whoa.
time I rate something so low from Dior.
No, this is not a 3. I
Yes,
think
it
this is a 7 because it's a well-made
Wow.
floral.
Oh my God.
But the reason why it doesn't get any higher is because I don't feel that it's that unique. But 3, that's like a
7, I'm shocked.
That's like a slap in the face
up
of the
until
master
now-
perfumer Francois de Machy.
No, this is nothing personal. But
You just made it personal, girl.
But up until now, you have great taste. But now I don't know who you are.
Whoa. And you made it personal against me as well. You're gonna have a lot of trouble coming your way from me and Monsieur Francois de Machy from Dior.
Looking forward
Oh
to that.
my God. Let's move on to the next one. Next up we have Balade Sauvage. And the notes are ozonic notes, petitgrain, bergamot, and then we have fig tree, fig, solar notes, sea notes, peach, hedione, orange blossom, rose, and I'm not done. Pebbles, labdanum, amberwood, and vanilla. So based on the notes, this is like wow.
It's very woody. And when you said fig, I just understood what it was I'm smelling that I couldn't put my words on. So figs and woods, I would say.
Yeah, this, like you said, this is really dominated by the notes of the fig and the woody side of it. I can pick up a bit. I can't. It to my nose is not that rose heavy.
No.
But I can pick up something from the ozonic and the C notes.
Yeah, and something, there is something floral in the background as well.
I always enjoyed Balade Sauvage, but it is quite a unique scent, and
Yeah.
simply because it's so fig dominant,
Yeah.
and the combination of fig and woods creates something that is quite unique and also a bit niche. So this is
Yeah.
not for everyone.
No,
If
and-
you don't enjoy figs, then you're not going to like this one.
No.
And if they would have changed, I mean, I enjoy it, but if they would have added something that was a bit sweet
Yes.
to balance up the fig, I believe a lot more people would enjoy it.
Yeah, and I was just thinking that I wouldn't use this just as it is, because, or I wouldn't use it, but I think if a man uses this, layer it with something else, because to me now this is only woods and figs, and that's not enough. So maybe add something sweet or fruity on top.
So what are we gonna give? What are you gonna give Balade Sauvage?
If you layer it, a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think once again, I mean, this one screams luxury. You can really feel how well made it is, just like pretty much every single one in the Maison Christian Dior collection. But there's something about that fig woody combo that doesn't quite do it for me personally. It's a really cool one, but it's really not exactly 100% my kind of perfume, and that is why I'm going to give it, I think I'm going to go with you as well, so a 6. That doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not for us. Moving on to the next one. Next up we have Purple Oud. Yeah. Oh yes, and we have Oud Saffron, and then we have Pink Pepper and Orange.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how this smells. It's not so heavy on the kind of dirty oud. It's
No.
more like a nice woody fragrance with spices and some citrus.
Yeah. So pretty much, like you said, it's pretty much like the notes. To me, this is a peppery blend with oud, and the oud is sort of a dry and a bit smoky.
Yes.
Not too smoky, but there's some smoky aspect to it. And then with a touch of orange. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I get a hint of the saffron in the background, but not that much. And once again, I think this is one that is probably very good for layering, but I feel like it's missing something, and for me it's probably something sweet or fruity.
So I just want to apologize for all the noise coming from the outside. They are doing some construction work, unfortunately. But yeah, let's move on. So I feel that this is a really nice oud. But, and the reason why, if I would recommend it to someone, I would recommend it this way. If you are looking for a sort of a scaled back, luxurious oud that doesn't scream in a loud way, this is perfect. And like you mentioned, you can use it for layering, so it's like the perfect layering oud. But don't don't get it if you expect a magnificent kind of oud that is going to have a lot of sort of a personality. For example, this is not leather oud that screams out in a loud way. This is not Oud Ispahan. This is not oud for greatness, because it's simply not that complex.
No.
But if you appreciate it for what it is, a scaled back, luxurious, and really nice oud, then you can really appreciate this one. And I would use this when it comes to, let's say, if I'm going to like a formal event, like a suit and tie, and I still want that oud touch, but I don't want it to be in everyone's face, and I would want pretty much everyone to be able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Then so that's the way I would try and describe this one. So I'm not saying it's bad, because it's not. It's really good.
Yeah.
But just realize that you are not paying for something that is complex in a way.
No, I agree. So I'm going to give this a 7.
A 7?
For exactly that reason. It's really good for layering. It's a beautiful one, but it doesn't stand on its own.
and I think I'm gonna give it 7.5. And with what I previously said, if you feel that it's something that might fit you, then I highly recommend it. It is a really good scaled back kind of oud that is going to be quite versatile for being an oud. Let's move on to the next one. Next up we have Bois d'Argent. And the notes are iris, cypress, juniper berries, and then we have myrrh. I love myrrh.
Yes, you do.
Patchouli, woody notes, honey, vanilla, resins, amber, musk, and leather.
Yeah, and this has actually gone under my radar. This is really nice. I know that I enjoy the juniper berries. I love the iris, the sweet notes. It's really good.
Yeah, so there's this sort of a dusty... The way I usually describe Bois d'Argent is that it's warm, comforting. It has sort of a dusty, oldish feel to it, but it's not old. I'm just saying that it has sort of a dusty feel to it.
Yeah.
It's so warm and comforting.
Yes.
And my experience with it is that some people find it, pretty much every single one find it really warm and comforting and just cozy.
Yeah, cozy. I was about to say that this is how I want a man to smell. It's masculine, but not like overly masculine. But it's so inviting, warm, safe, cozy.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are a few who, but they are quite a minority, who finds this to be a sexy one. But most people just describe it as a really cozy, warm scent.
Well, isn't all of those things sexy, like safe, warm, cozy? So
I guess it depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Highly subjective.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, this is sort of my cozy at-home fragrance, or when I don't want anything loud or sexy or anything like that. I just want that cozy, warm feeling around me.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna give this cozy beast from Dior?
Unexpected, but this is a 9.
Yeah, this one is so good. You have a bit of sweetness, you have that sort of a woody side. It's just so good. And I think I am going to give it 9. So yeah, Bois d'Argent got a 9 from both of us. And we can highly recommend it to you. So before we continue, I would like to ask you to like this video. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out. Thanks. Next up we have Spice Blend, and the notes are rum, ginger, pink, yay, pink pepper, cinnamon, black pepper, clove, nutmeg, coriander, bay leaf, and woody notes.
No vanilla.
No vanilla, just rum.
This is beautiful. This is so good. This is like a spicy, sexy, fruity, beautiful fragrance. And I think a woman can rock it, but I would really enjoy this on a man. Yeah.
The cool thing about this one is that it reminds me in a bit about of Purple Oud, in the sense that it feels like it's something, it's complex, but it feels scaled back. So it's not in your face in any way. And all the ingredients are really well balanced against each other. So it's really spicy.
Yeah.
But it's blended to perfection.
I would say that this is, you might not agree, but I would say that this is like a light combination of Fève, Délicieuse and Ambre, Nuit combined in one. And then just toned down a bit. Yeah, he doesn't agree.
No.
Never agrees.
No. But yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's cool with, I love boozy scent, but this is boozy in a subtle and beautiful way.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And I absolutely love how they added the
it.
spice. Yeah. How they added the spices on top, so you get that spicy blend. But yeah, I think this is a really nice one.
Yes.
And you can have a lot of fun. I recommend you to use it for layering.
Yeah.
But try and layer it with something that is also a bit scaled back. So instead of just adding something that is super complex and heavy on this, try and add something that is sort of a singular. So maybe
some jasmine?
yeah, maybe jasmine or maybe something that is light vanilla or something like that. We'll top it up with a bit of woody notes. Don't go overboard with your layering, because when I layer this one, I want to preserve the original spice blend. I just want to add something to it. So try and add something just single, like a singular note or something. So what are you going to give this one?
I think this really can stand on itself, so you don't have to layer it. You can, but you don't have to, because it's really beautiful. It's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And yeah, I agree. This is a 9, and I guess both of us really recommend it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the epic Ambre Nuit, and the notes are bergamot and grapefruit, and then we have rose, pink pepper, ambergris, gaiac wood, patchouli, and cedar. So I mean,
yeah, this is beautiful.
we could just,
Yeah.
every single time I put my nose to this one, I experience it the very same way I did the first time. So when you go to a Dior store, most of them at least have these sort of porcelain cups. At least they used to have them.
Yeah,
But I think maybe actually they changed them. Yeah, I think they removed some of them, and now they have just the paper cards
yeah.
with the name. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Guessing that because of Corona.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But when I went there, they had those white porcelain cups, which were scented. So you pick up the cups and then you put it to your nose and take a sniff.
Yeah.
And I put that thing to my nose, and it had Ambre Nuit on it, and I was like just frozen.
Yeah,
I
you
was
started
like,
licking the
what
cap."
is going on? I could not believe the scent that just hit my nose. And I just stood there and I was like, okay, I'm in love. I gotta have this one. And I feel the same way every single time I put my nose to it. So I absolutely love this one. What are you gonna give it?
10.
10.
Yeah.
And I agree, this is a masterpiece, and if you have not yet tried Ambre Nuit, then we both can highly recommend you to do so. Next up, we have Oud Ispahan, and the notes are labdanum, rose, patchouli, and saffron, and then we have agarwood, sandalwood, and cedar. Now, we talked about this one before, so it's no secret that we both absolutely love it.
Yeah, so I bought this, and a week after, when I was wearing it and I was loving how I smelled, a girl at the gym told her friend, "Oh, what is that disgusting fragrance she put on?" And it made me smile. But that is the reaction you can get with this one.
Yeah.
It's not so often that you hear someone say, "Wow, you smell amazing." But for those who do like this, they probably love this.
Yeah, the oud in this one is not a safe oud. It's quite pungent, I believe, or dirty. But that's what I enjoy about it, and I love that it's both dirty and elegant at the same time. So you have the rose and the oud sort of knocking each other about and trying to take over. In the end, I can reveal that the oud takes over, because the dry down is pretty much all about that funky oud.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful, and I guess you gotta have that sort of a not acquired taste, but you gotta love the filthy, slightly filthy kind of scent in order to appreciate this one. But to me, this is a battle between the rose and the oud, and it goes back and forth, and it's just so good. And when I put it on, I'm going like, okay, oh my God, it's funky, but oh my God, it's funky in a so good way. And then in comes the rose, and I just love the experience.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes, like you mentioned, if you put it on, someone is going to be maybe offended, but who cares? This is about your experience.
Yes.
So I guess you're going to give it a
10.
10.
Or 11.
Whoa,
it's a
11.
masterpiece, really.
And yeah, I agree. This is a perfect rebel. This gets a 10 out of 10. It is truly a masterpiece. And if you enjoy oud, and if you enjoy sort of a dirty ouds, but with an elegant kind of touch, then I can highly recommend you to try this one. Next up, we have Sakura.
Good job.
Like they say in those samurai movies, it's like, "Hi, Sakura." I don't know. But yeah, this is, or maybe this is just like, Sakura.
No, it was better the other way. Yeah.
But yeah, this one is, I'm going to read out the notes. Green notes, then we have Japanese cherry blossom, rose, jasmine, hedione, violet, mimosa, and white musk.
Yeah, and this smells like a really beautiful tea blend.
This is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good. And you enjoy it.
Yes.
Even though I'm not going, I guess I'm quite accurate when I say that you are not the biggest floral fan.
Yeah, you're quite accurate about that. And not a fan of green notes either.
And so even though this is a floral, you enjoy it.
Yes, because it's light and it's very beautiful. Yeah.
And
And
to
it's
me,
kind of holding back on the flowers, although it is a flowery one.
yeah. So this is another one that usually when I talk about florals, I always say the same thing, is that I don't enjoy super heavy florals that are just like poking you in the nose and want to penetrate your brain or something. But this one is, to me, a well-blended one. So even though it's a floral, it's so well made that there's no note that is trying to just crush my nose.
No.
I love it. Oh my, yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna give this beauty from Dior?
It's an 8.
An 8?
Yes.
Okay. And I think that... Oh my. This gets a 9 from me. It might even be sort of a borderline to a perfect 10.
Wow.
I just love it for what it is. And this one is truly a beautiful floral. Highly recommended if you are into florals. Moving on to the next one. So next up we have Leather Oud.
Yeah.
Now I talked about Leather Oud quite a bit here on my channel. So if you are a subscriber, which you are, right? Hit that subscribe right now and that notification bell. Then you know that I absolutely love this one. So the notes are civet, leather, agarwood, and then we have beeswax, birch, labdanum, amber, clove, cardamom, sandalwood, patchouli, Virginia cedar, vetiver, and amyris.
And you have heard this so many times before. It's filthy, it's disgusting, it's beautiful, it's sexy. It's just a perfect leather and oud fragrance.
Yeah, I would say this is so complex. And if you really let your nose travel with one long sniff along the strip, you can really pick up all the different notes. You can feel the beeswax, the birch, the leather, the oud, and it's just so good. And like you say, to me, this is a perfect blend between something that is elegant and classy and something that is dirty.
Yeah.
And I love those sort of a polarizing kind of scent.
Yes.
The interesting thing is when I bought this one, so they at Dior told me that, okay, this is pretty much our last batch of these bottles, and then we are going to discontinue them. This was a few years ago. And I asked them, okay, can you put this bottle on hold for me until tomorrow?
Yeah.
And then I sprayed a card, and I brought that card with me, and this was like in the middle of Christmas, and I met up with 3 friends, and then I went to my hairstylist, and then I went through different sort of boutiques where I knew different people. And the reactions were just as polarizing as it is. So some were like, okay, oh my God, what is this? But some other were like, okay, this is really nice, this is beautiful. And the next morning I went to the gym and I brought it with me the next morning. That's how strong this one is. And she was like, oh my God, what is this? And she said, okay, so this I can pick up something, and I was impressed. She was like, I can pick up something that is like beeswax.
Yeah.
So her nose was really tuned into the beeswax.
Yeah.
And then she told me, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And she was reminiscing something about her childhood where she had some sort of I can't remember if it was some sort of Play-Doh or something that had the scent of beeswax in it. And she was like, okay, this is one of the most beautiful perfumes in the world. So that's that's I think a good example of how polarizing something can be, and how different people can appreciate someone. So if you look at my comments on some of my videos where I had included Leather Oud, some people are going to be like, okay, this is the dirtiest scent ever. But this girl, this woman at the gym, she was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
So it is, everything about scents is so subjective. But this one to me is elegant and dirty at the same time. I love it. It's sexy as fuck. How do you feel about it? What are you going to give it?
12.
12. And I think it's a masterpiece. This is a truly unique blend. And I am going to give it a perfect rebel. So yeah, let's move on. Next up we have Fève Délicieuse, and the notes are lavender, mint, bergamot, cherry, jasmine, freesia, tonka bean, vanilla, cacao pod, caramel, praline, benzoin, milk, sandalwood, leather, and cedar. I mean, I'm just getting hungry reading those
Yeah, you
notes.
could have said anything. I just want to eat this. It smells so amazing and yummy, and it's the perfect gourmand. This is like the gourmand.
Yeah, yeah. I usually like to make people hungry with that one. My favorite is to put it on when I go to the gym, because I know everyone in the gym are like, trying to get fit and all that. And here I come oozing of desserts, and I know that I'm making them hungry.
Yeah.
I love Fève Délicieuse. It smelled like basically a mix of everything dessert-like that is so good. So you have the pralines. To me, it's like a bit of vanilla cake or something, and a bit of something that is
cinnamon bun.
Yeah, something like that. It's so good in such a yummy way, and I absolutely love it. What are you gonna give Fève? I know what are you gonna give it, but let's hear it.
11.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't need this stick. It's like, this is a perfect rebel. It's so damn good. If you love gourmands, then you owe it to yourself, and you don't owe Fève Délicieuse, then you owe it to yourself to check it out. Get a sample so you make sure that you don't waste your money on something that you don't enjoy. But I bet that if you love gourmands, then you are going to love this one. And you can have so much fun with it by just putting it on and making other people hungry, basically. I love it, and we both recommend it.
Yes, definitely.
So let's finish this off by picking our absolute 2 favorites from these 10. So about a minute ago, I asked you to choose just one, but you couldn't do it. And then I realized that I can't do it either. It's so hard with these beautiful scents. But so we are going to do 2 out of these that are our absolute most favorite ones. Yes. So which ones are yours?
So on a man, I couldn't live without Leather Oud. So I can never date a man who doesn't like this one, because it won't work out. And for myself, Ambre Nuit. Of course, Ambre Nuit. Yeah.
This is interesting because those were my picks as well.
Always
so
copying me.
I love the sort of a raw beast mode beauty of Leather Oud, and that one just, I mean, I can't live without it. And then, but the same thing goes for Ambre Nuit. They are so different though. Yeah. So Ambre Nuit oozes something truly unique. I'm addicted to that one. So yeah, fun that we both chose the same ones. Yeah. So yeah, those are our most favorites out of these 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then I would highly appreciate if you would like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. And make sure you head on over to Sandra Salmon Fragrance. Sub to her, hit that notification, say hello to her, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.